So on May 10th, 2020, Suzanne Morphew, a 49-year-old mother of two from Maysville, Colorado, vanished on Mother's Day, leaving behind a mystery that's gripped the entire nation and beyond, because I'm Canadian. A neighbor reported her missing after her daughters, Mallory and Macy, couldn't reach her by phone, sparking a massive search. Her bike was found tossed down a ravine near her home, and her helmet a mile away with no signs of a crash, leading police to believe the scene was staged. Her sunglasses, hydration pack, and ID were left in her Range Rover, but her cell phone was never recovered, deepening the puzzle. And it's got, Archie over here a little confused, like, how did he think he was going to get away with this? Because Suzanne's husband, Barry Morphew, a former deer farmer turned landscaper, quickly became the focus of the investigation. He told police he last saw her asleep in bed before he left at 5 a.m. for a job in Broomfield, 3 hours away. But the evidence told a completely different story. This guy's the worst liar ever. Just days before, on May 6th, Suzanne texted Barry, quote, "I'm done. I could care less what you're up to and have been for years. We just need to figure this out civilly," end quote, signaling her clear intent to divorce him after 25 years of marriage. Friends confirmed that she was indeed unhappy, confiding plans to end the marriage, and had been having a 2-year affair with Jeff Libler, a high school friend from Indiana. On May 9th, around 2:11 p.m., Suzanne sent Libler a selfie of herself sunbathing, her last proof of life, along with a text message. They exchanged 59 messages that day. Sounds like, puppy love, but she stopped responding after 2:46 p.m. Just minutes after, Barry's truck data showed him returning home at 2:43 p.m. Around 2:47 p.m., Barry's phone went into airplane mode for nearly 8 hours, a time prosecutors believe he used to dispose of evidence. Authorities say Barry Morphew told them he went to bed around 8 p.m. on May 9th, but his truck's computer shows the truck, seen here in this evidence photo, was put in reverse and backed up towards the house around 9:30 p.m., contradicting his timeline. His phone data also showed erratic movement the previous day, which he bizarrely attributed to, get this, chasing chipmunks. A claim investigators found absolutely absurd. I mean, I would have believed if he was chasing around his dog. I don't know if he has one though, but on May 10th, while in Broomfield, Barry was caught on surveillance making 5 separate trips to garbage cans and dumpsters at a bus stop, hotel, McDonald's, a men's warehouse, and a Holiday Inn, discarding unknown items, including what he later admitted was tranquilizer material. So a chilling clue surfaced in the Morphew home. A plastic cap from a tranquilizer dart found in the dryer, linked to BAM. So this is a potent animal tranquilizer Barry used in his deer farming days in Indiana. Records show he was the only private citizen in the area with access to BAM from 2017 to 2020. When Suzanne's remains were found in September 2023 in a shallow grave near Moffett, 40 miles from her home, her autopsy revealed homicide by undetermined means, with BAM detected in her bones. Prosecutors allege Barry used BAM to subdue and kill her. Another find was a spy pen Suzanne hid to catch Barry cheating. Instead, she recorded her intimate talks with Libler, exposing her own secret affair. So in early interviews, Barry insisted their marriage was the best, claiming they had a wonderful weekend together.
Did you have anything to do with the disappearance of your wife?
Absolutely not. It's very hurtful to lose your reputation and your integrity.
Law enforcement, the DAs, believed that they had their guy. And they believe that there's a mountain of evidence against you. There's just not Suzanne's body.
They're wrong. They've got tunnel vision. And they looked at one person and they've got too much pride to say they're wrong and look somewhere else.
These charges were dropped without prejudice, which means if authorities feel like there's more evidence, they could charge you again. Do you live with fear of that?
Well, I was innocent the first time they arrested me, so I'm sure it's possible. But I don't have anything to worry about. I've done nothing wrong.
Was there any indication before she disappeared that something was amiss?
No.
Did you observe any fights, arguments, disagreements between your mom and your dad that concerned you before?
No.
We had a wonderful life, wonderful marriage. She was just so loving and giving.
And get this, when Suzanne's brother formed a week-long search party for her, Barry didn't even participate, not one single day. And in this interview, I thought he was going to say it's very hurtful to lose your dear wife and not know where she is or if she's hurting somewhere. Instead, he said it's very hurtful to lose his reputation. That tells me all I need to know about this guy. So at the time of this interview, Suzanne's body hadn't been found yet, which led to the initial murder charges being dropped in April 2022 due to insufficient evidence and prosecutorial misconduct, with the lead prosecutor later disbarred for withholding evidence like unknown male DNA on Suzanne's bike and car. But in September 2023, her body was discovered and the autopsy confirmed homicide by undetermined means, reigniting the case against Barry. Body cam footage from May 2022 showed scratches on his hands and arms, which he couldn't explain convincingly. On May 10th, when a neighbor called him about Suzanne's absence, he didn't call 911 himself, but asked them to do it, raising suspicion. In May 2021, Barry was charged with first-degree murder, but the case collapsed due to the missing remains and prosecutorial errors. He walked free, filing a $15 million lawsuit against authorities, which was dismissed in 2024. But in June 2025, a grand jury re-indicted him for murder after new evidence tied him to the tranquilizer in Suzanne's remains. Arrested in Arizona, where he lived under aliases like Bruce and Lee Moore, he now awaits trial on a $3 million bond. Prosecutors allege Barry killed Suzanne on May 9th after learning of her affair and divorce plans, staging the bike scene and moving her body at least twice to a remote area called the Boneyard. His truck's data showed irregular gaps, suggesting tampering, and he spent little time at the Broomfield job site, focusing instead on those very sus trash runs. Despite his daughter's support, Suzanne's sister Melinda accused Barry of abusive behavior, citing a 2018 incident where he shoved Suzanne into a closet and held a gun to his head. His attorney, David Beller, insists he's innocent, arguing prosecutors are fixated on a flawed narrative. But the tranquilizer, evidence, staged bike, and Barry's actions paint a damning picture. To me, he couldn't look more guilty. I mean, talk about a guy who's practically waving a red flag saying, "I did it," written all over it. So the trial is coming up and the nation waits for answers in this haunting case, hoping justice for Suzanne Morphew finally catches up. What do you guys think? Do you think he's guilty or do you think he's innocent? Sound off in the comments below. Me and Archie read every single one. And if you like this video, please make sure to hit like and hit subscribe by hitting my face right here. Bye guys, love you.